Well, many matriculants will struggle to find placements in universities as there are not enough spaces. But public universities are not the only options available for further higher education and training. Well, let's discuss the alternatives with psychologist and career counsellor, Professor Post-Matric from the University of Pretoria. Prof, good morning, compliments, and thank you very much for your time. Besides, at this time of the year, every year for a student who's just done Matric and making a decision about where to study, there's also the issue of what to study. But can we talk first about the where? Just in your view, I mean, an institution like University of Pretoria normally would have a limited number of spots available for the different types of qualifications that students might want to study, but you get a lot more applications. Similarly, University of KwaZulu-Natal, University of Cape Town. But I mean, there are other alternatives if you want to pursue higher education and training.
Of course, you're very, very right. There are many other opportunities. Universities of technology, whatever, they certainly are not the be-all and the end-all, most definitely. Let me give you a few examples. What about TVET colleges? What about private providers of further education and training? What about learnerships funded by one of the 21 seaters? Those opportunities are right. People should just take the trouble. Let them go to my website, for instance, www.kobusmatric.org. They'll find all the information, all the links to the seaters, to the universities, all kinds of information there. So, yes, there are many opportunities. And you're going to ask a few questions, but I just want to help people very briefly in terms of how to go about to access these opportunities.
Okay, you just mentioned a website, Prof, sorry, you just mentioned a website there, and the line was not that clear at that moment. Can you repeat which website you are referring people to?
Certainly, www.kobusmareE.org. Every link that they can conceivably maybe want to access is there for free, no charge whatsoever, linked to the University of Pretoria, so they can just access whatever they wish.
Okay.
I think it is.
So it's your name, kobusmarec.org.
That's it.
Okay. Now, what's critical, I mean, we hear this as year in and year out. There are those fly-by-nighters who dupe people into believing that they are registered. It's very important that when you look at the alternatives, you ensure that they are registered with the Department of Higher Education and Training.
Absolutely. So go to the Department of Higher Education and Training website, phone SAPWA, go to my website, find the SAPWA SMS number, call me back number, etc. It's not going to cost you a single cent. Find out whether the institution that you have in mind, whether it is legitimate, whether the training they offer is sought after, is valid, etc. And don't just jump into something. You're absolutely right.
Now, I mean, there is a bit of time. If somebody had not yet decided where they would like to study and they're not sure where to check, there's still a bit of time because matric exams, the class of 2020 exams are still being marked because of the delay due to the coronavirus pandemic. So you'd urge people to move with speed even while they're waiting for the results.
Absolutely. If at all possible, speak with a career counsellor. Go to my website, go to the SAPDA website, see if you can speak with one of the career development practitioners. They provide this service for free. Craft a plan. Number one, get yourself a plan and then execute your plan. Find out what it is that you want to do, what will the work mean to yourself, the job, the employment, the study, etc. And then find out whether it's something that you can do in the service of others. So, number one, find out what your strengths are. Very simple. What are you good at? What are you interested? Surely by now you have an idea of what you're interested in. Establish a support group. Speak with your friends, your parents, your teachers. In that way, establish your strengths, your interests, etc. For instance, what do people ask you to help them with? If people always ask you to help them with something technical, then that's a good indicator that you might have technical skills. So, next thing you do, and this is very important, what are your life themes? Do you want to help others? Do you want to make money? Do you maybe want to use your technical skills to make a difference in the lives of others in communities such as the one you and I come from? And then, if at all possible, identify with the notion of finding something that you can commit yourself to, something bigger than yourself. That's a very good idea.
Yeah.
If you try to work in the services of something bigger than yourself, you will see that you're going to be more successful, more happy, etc. So commit yourself, do your research now, go to the web, go to my website, speak with people, then get yourself a plan. Find out what opportunities are available. If there maybe, if you want to go into poultry farming, maybe can somebody help you establish a business plan? Do you have some space available? Do you have the funding? Knock on doors. Approach the CETAs. Find out. You know what? Sometimes people knock on 45 doors before somebody says no. Be resilient. Be positive. Work hard. Try your very, very best. And like I said, there are many, many opportunities available. Also, be flexible. Be available. Be willing to adapt all the time. You're not going to start with one job for the rest of your life. You're going to do something and then reinvent yourself. Keep on dreaming. Keep on working hard. Keep on being positive. If you just go and watch this clip again, please just execute what I'm trying you to do.
So it's important for you to research and find things that will speak to you, that are closer and aligned maybe to what might be your sweet spot. So talk to as many people as possible in order to make the right career choice for your future. Thank you very much, Professor Cobus Murray, for that sound advice about how you decide where to study and what career you should possibly follow. We're trying to give some advice there to the class of Matric, the class of 2020 rather, Matric, who are still waiting, those matriculants still waiting for their exam results. Good luck.